On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Meteorology.
The branch of science that deals with processes in the Earth's atmosphere that cause weather conditions.
Examples:
Agricultural meteorology, marine meteorology. He conducted his research at the meteorology laboratory using large-scale computing.
Striking.
Interesting and distinctive enough to draw notice, exceedingly appealing, frequently in an odd manner.
Examples:
striking innovation, striking evidence. The two plays have a number of striking parallels.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples:
class observation day, observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
propose the amendment, propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Controversial.
Causing a lot of hot public discussion and dispute.
Examples:
controversial book, controversial policy. The issue of the death penalty is highly controversial.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
the inland of a continent, continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Gigantic.
Extremely large.
Examples:
gigantic proportions, gigantic monsters. He was so hungry from the long journey that he had a gigantic appetite.
Landmass.
A large area of land, especially one that is distinct from surrounding areas by its topography, geology, or biota.
Examples:
large landmass, continental landmass. Australia is the world's smallest continent by landmass.
Continental.
Of or relating to a continent, equals one of the Earth's large land masses.
Examples:
continental divide, polar continental air. The continental breakfast at the hotel was included with the room.
Drift.
To move smoothly and slowly in water or air, especially as a result of outside forces, with no control over the direction.
Examples:
drift down the stream, drift away on a raft. I drifted around for years in Europe before going to university.
Contradict.
To deny the truth of a statement by stating the opposite, to be in conflict with.
Examples.
Contradict each other. Contradict the principle. The book contains numerous statements that contradict previous reports.
Steady.
Firmly fixed, supported, or balanced, not shaking or moving.
Examples.
Steady increase. Take a steady job. The patient's vital signs are steady, indicating a stable condition.
Millennium.
A span of 1,000 years, or the 1,000th anniversary, plural, millennia.
Examples.
Past millennium. Millennium bottle of wine. Our world is in the third millennium.
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples.
An advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Convince.
To persuade someone or make someone believe that something is true.
Examples.
Convince her to go with us. Convince an opponent. I am considering what I should do to convince him.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples.
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples.
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Lineage.
The ancestry of a person, group, or species.
Examples.
Maternal lineage. Lineage tree. Scientists traced the lineage of the species back millions of years by studying fossils.
Supercontinent.
A large landmass that is formed by the collision and merging of several smaller continents, and which then eventually breaks apart again due to tectonic forces.
Examples.
Supercontinent cycle. Supercontinent formation. Through a process known as plate tectonics, supercontinents have formed and broken apart multiple times over Earth's history.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples.
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Tectonics.
The study of the processes that shape the Earth's surface, including the movements of tectonic plates, earthquakes, and volcanic activity.
Examples:
Plate tectonics, collision tectonics. Global tectonics plays a critical role in the formation of mountain ranges and the movement of Earth's crustal plates.
Crust.
A hard outer layer that forms on the surface of a liquid as it cools or on a solid as a result of exposure to air or moisture.
Examples:
Crust formation, the Earth's crust. The bread's crust was golden brown and crispy.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority, vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Jagged.
Having a rough and sharply uneven surface or outline.
Examples:
Jagged edges, the jagged outline of the crags. There are several jagged limestone peaks throughout the mountains.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift, major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Molten.
In a liquid state as a result of being heated.
Examples:
A molten image, molten lava. The molten metal was poured into the mold.
Mantle.
A layer of rock between the surface and the core of a planet or moon, a loose sleeveless cloak or shawl, the responsibilities of an important position or job that passes from one person to another.
Examples:
Mantle of power, mantle of the presidency. The mantle layer on Mars is much thinner than on Earth.
Centimeter.
A unit of measurement of length in the metric system, equivalent to 1/100th of a meter.
Examples:
Centimeter measurement, 30 centimeters tall. The room was only 1 centimeter wider than the piano, making it a tight fit.
Increment.
A regular increase in the amount of something, such as money, a process of becoming larger, longer, or more important.
Examples:
Steady incremental growth, small increments. The bid increment for this auction is $100.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement, movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Geologist.
A scientist or specialist who studies geology.
Examples:
Planetary geologist. Marine geologist. These issues baffled geologists for many years.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Magnetic.
Having the properties of attracting or repelling certain materials containing iron or steel.
Examples:
Magnetic field. A magnetic tape. The magnetic force of the Earth keeps our planet spinning.
Mineral.
A solid inorganic substance occurring in nature having a definite chemical composition.
Examples:
Vitamin and minerals. Mineral rights. The robust economy of the country is based on its mineral resources.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Latitude.
The distance of a place north or south of the Earth's equator, measured in degrees, freedom from normal restraints in conduct.
Examples:
High latitudes. latitude of choice. The city is located at a latitude of 40 degrees north.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Longitude.
The angular distance between a point on any meridian and the prime meridian at Greenwich.
Examples:
A line of longitude. Astronomic longitude. Our country's eastern border is around longitude 40 degrees east.
Measurement.
The act or process of finding something's size, quantity, or degree.
Examples:
Chest measurement. A precise measurement. The measurement error of this industrial machine is less than 1 micrometer.
Erase.
To remove something completely, especially by rubbing it.
Examples:
Erase a memory. Erased the files. He attempted to erase the misspelled word.
Reheat.
To heat something again, typically to make it hot enough to eat or drink.
Examples:
Reheat bathwater. Reheat a pizza. Can you please help me reheat this food in the microwave?
Collision.
An instance of two or more objects or entities crashing into each other, usually resulting in damage, impact, or conflict.
Examples:
Collision detection. Come into collision with my friend. The collision of tectonic plates can result in new mountain ranges, such as the Himalayas or the Alps.
Volcanic.
Relating to or produced by or consisting of volcano.
Examples:
Effects of volcanic eruptions. Increase in volcanic activity. This study indicates volcanic activity affects global warming.
Employ.
To give somebody a job and pay them for it, to make use of.
Examples:
Employ job seekers. Employ a new method. When making arrests, police officers frequently employ excessive force.
Reconstruct.
To build or form something again that has been damaged or destroyed.
Examples:
Reconstruct an image. Reconstruct the original text. They've decided to reconstruct a ruined castle.
Fossil.
Any preserved remains, impression, or trace of any once living thing that has become hard and turned into rock.
Examples:
Burning of fossil fuels. A fossil leaf. It was the fossil of a dinosaur tooth.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Deformation.
The process of changing the physical shape or form of something, usually due to external forces or pressure.
Examples:
Deformation at room temperature. Deformation of structures. Various factors, including pressure, temperature, and the application of external forces, can cause the deformation of rocks.
Reliable.
Worthy of being relied on, trustworthy.
Examples:
Reliable access. Guarantee reliable delivery. Trains are reliable, inexpensive, and ideal for long-distance travel.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples:
The span of a bird's wings. The average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Cycle.
An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs, a bicycle or motorcycle.
Examples:
The cycle of the seasons. Go to the workplace by cycle. The food chain causes a material cycle.
Diverge.
To move or extend in different directions from a common point, to branch off or deviate from a path or course.
Examples:
Diverge from tradition. Diverge from the main topic. As tectonic plates diverge, new oceanic crust is formed along mid-ocean ridges.
Assemble.
To collect in one place as a single group.
Examples:
Assemble your colleagues. Assemble a jigsaw puzzle. The president began to assemble an army.
Certainty.
The state of being certain.
Examples:
Scientific certainty. Reach certainty about the theory. Through investigation, his suspicions hardened into certainty.
Collide.
To hit something violently when moving.
Examples:
Collide head-on. Collide in midair. The interests of the two countries collide.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Upheaval.
Great change, disruption, or disturbance. Geology, a rise of land to a higher elevation.
Examples.
Upheaval of society. The big upheaval of my life. The recent political upheaval has left the country in a state of chaos.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples.
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Exposed.
Having no protection or shield from something, such as bad weather, attack, or criticism.
Examples.
Exposed to radiation. An exposed rock. Tech companies often employ exposed ducts and other materials in their office interiors.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples.
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples.
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples.
Silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Rainfall.
The amount of rain that falls in a specific location at a particular moment.
Examples.
The mean annual rainfall. Heavy rainfall. These plants thrive in hot climates with abundant rainfall.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples.
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Atmospheric.
Pertaining to or located in the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples.
Doubling of atmospheric carbon dioxide. Atmospheric pressure. The sea surface temperature and atmospheric circulation are inextricably linked.
Plunge.
To dive quickly and steeply downward, to thrust or throw into something. Noun, a steep and rapid fall.
Examples.
Plunge into the water. Plunge a dagger through his heart. The company's profits plunged after the recall of their new product.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Melt.
To turn from something solid into something soft or liquid as a result of heating.
Examples:
Melt the ice. Melt down gold. Her resistance melted under his persuasion.
Shifting.
Constantly changing or moving.
Examples:
Shifting balance. Continuously shifting landscape. Trends in the fashion industry are so shifting that it is challenging to keep up with them.
Enlarge.
To make something bigger or larger, to become bigger or larger.
Examples:
Enlarge a photograph. Enlarge my experience. Please enlarge your new theory.
Methane.
A chemical compound with the chemical formula CH4 with no smell or color, often used as a fuel.
Examples:
Atmospheric methane. Reduce methane emissions. The ignition of methane gas in the plant killed 5 employees.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Influx.
The arrival or entry of a large number of people, objects, or ideas into a place or system.
Examples:
Influx of capital. Influx of tourists. The influx of immigrants into urban areas can create significant social, economic, and political challenges for local communities.
Greenhouse.
A building with walls and roof made chiefly of transparent material, such as glass, for growing plants in.
Examples:
Exotic plants in a greenhouse. Emissions of greenhouse gases. The greenhouse effect is a phenomenon that happens naturally.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Extinction.
The complete disappearance of a species from the earth.
Examples:
Extinction prevention. Brink of extinction. The extinction of the dinosaurs is thought to have been caused by an asteroid impact.
Rupture.
A break or tear in something, especially a bodily tissue or a physical object.
Examples:
A rupture between friends. The rupture of a blood vessel. A fault line rupture can cause significant damage and destruction to surrounding areas.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
Conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Basalt.
A dark, fine-grained volcanic rock that forms from the solidification of lava.
Examples:
Basalt rock. Basalt glass. The hiking trail was lined with towering basalt columns.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Redirect.
To change the direction or course of something, to send in a different direction.
Examples:
Redirect traffic. Redirect attention. The government decided to redirect funding towards education and healthcare.
Vent.
A small opening to escape or release gas, air, liquid, etc., activity or process that frees or expresses strong creative energy or emotion.
Examples:
Volcanic vent. Vent tube. He gave vent to his anger by playing the guitar.
Outcrop.
A visible, exposed rock formation at the surface of the ground.
Examples:
An outcrop of a stratum. Outcrop belt. The outcrop of rock provided a scenic viewpoint for the hikers.
Mitigate.
To make less severe or less intense, to alleviate or lessen the adverse effects of something.
Examples:
Mitigate risk. Mitigate a natural disaster. Efforts to mitigate the effects of climate change require a coordinated and sustained effort by governments, businesses, and individuals.
Emission.
The act of production or sending out gas, heat, light, etc.
Examples:
Global emissions of greenhouse gases. The emission of light. There are 5 distinct emissions at 5 unique wavelengths.